Hey guys, it is Miss Forbes here with the Forbes Agency podcast. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do so. Give us a follow on Instagram. And I'm so excited because dun, 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 dun. um, Joey is such a good friend. He's a creative, a fashion designer, and I'm so excited to have you on the show. I know it's going to be kind of organic because we have been knowing each other for so long, but I really wanted to talk about your creative process and your story, how you got started in the fashion design industry. He's also into interior design, and I think he's built such an amazing brand, and he's famous on Instagram. So all of his Instagram followers subscribe to the Forbes Agency page.
And the Joe Design Studio page.
And Joe Design Studio, of course. So, yeah, Joe, let us know your creative story. What's your process? And I just want to know. I feel like we talked about it, but
Yeah, not on video though. So,
yeah,
just to go on record. Let's see, where can we start? Okay, it's 2000. All right, it's 2001. Aaliyah just passed away, and all the shirts that they had for sale were like big old shirts with like a bunch of angel wings and Tupac and Big. And I just wanted a simple design. So I went to the store and I just bought some t-shirt paper and I began making t-shirts. Um, I was in sixth grade, and then from there it was a hobby. And then when I got to high school, um, I just kind of took it as a business. My brother over here got me a computer, a laptop, and I just started designing here and there with something called Photo Impact. And he gave me 1,000 fonts, and then
Photo Impact. Is that still around?
Photoshop to go.
Photoshop is the new. Okay.
So, yeah, making the t-shirts and then just doing little small things here and there. It became a business when I got to college. I started doing shows at Southern University, LSU, even BRCC, and I had an opportunity to move into a space, like an office space, and I've been there 13 years.
I love it. I love your studio.
Oh, wait, wait, I'm sorry. I also got a sewing machine in 2009. That's what really happened.
Right.
I got a sewing machine. Then I became a designer. No. So I got a sewing machine in 2010. Not 2010. 2009 is when I started the company. 2010, I got a sewing machine because I was gluing zippers and stuff. And my cousin got me a sewing machine, and then I started sewing, and it just took off. It was beautiful. Saints won Super Bowl, and it was like a miracle.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because I feel like when I met you, you've grown, like you're constantly growing and you stay so true to your brand. And I think that's important for designers to do because when we look at designers for influence or to be inspired, they each have their niche. And I think Joe Design Studio, you have created a brand and people know they're going to get fire ass ready to wear, and you being able to create the same day appointment, I think that sets you apart.
Everything is made within like a 2-hour time frame. So, but this coming year we're doing prom and Zulu ball gowns obviously take a little bit more than just a 2-hour time frame, but the t-shirt business was based on same day turnaround. So I wanted to incorporate that with the sewing business as well. So certain silhouettes I don't offer because of the time constraints.
Right,
but,
of course.
With a proper consultation, everything we'll get it scheduled, and it's still made in a timely manner. So that's like the real plus to what I do is that you know for a fact your clothes are going to fit versus buying online, having to get it altered, and I know what the color is going to be exactly. That's the real benefit to the Joe Design Studio.
Yeah, that's the brand. And I remember, if you guys haven't followed my Instagram, Miss Forbes CEO, I did a little behind the scenes of Joe making my dress for Acadiana Fashion Week. He hates the video. It's not. You helped me record it though.
Like I was prepared, but I wasn't all the way prepared.
I'm gonna have to check with you before I post.
Yeah.
You don't like none of the pictures I like though.
No, not
you be want me to delete it, but you're being critical on yourself. But the dress that you made, I was getting nonstop compliments. Like you might not have like felt your best on that day or like been wearing what you wanted to wear, but that's the good thing about building a creative brand and a creative business is that your work speaks for you. And I do this myself. Like I'm a creative, so I'm looking at nitpicky stuff, but people are seeing the product. So I want people to see your skills and the design process.
Yeah, if you just crop the first 3 seconds out of me measuring you, I would have posted the video.
Well, y'all don't go look at it.
I'm gonna edit it into.
Okay, well, I'll need to repost it. Or you can just make me a new dress. I have like several things
Can I be
coming up.
honest?
Yes.
Okay, so the dress that I made for Mike's birthday, the burgundy one.
Yes, we need to talk about that. Let's get into it.
All right, it's not the best story, but I really rushed that dress. I was being really lazy, but it came out so it was. You got so many compliments on the burgundy dress, and I was like, I'm gonna just give her just a plain tube dress and call it a day because I don't have time to really be making a dress. I'm booked.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started cutting. I was like, well, it's not sexy enough. So then I cut a little side out.
We had the hip out. Period, girl. It was for the girls.
And then I was looking for something for another client, and I found these burgundy feathers. And I was like, wait, this matches the dress. So I said, well, it's only a little piece. I'm gonna just add it, and then it just became really one of the best dresses I think in a while that I've made.
Yes, and to your point, number one, y'all, we went to Houston, and when I tell you, I mean, women, we love when we're out, we compliment each other, we compliment, but it was like low key, I felt like it was my birthday because everyone was like, your dress, and then I'm gonna hype my friend up. I'm like, you want to see, he made it, and it's important to note that as a creative, like I was just like, make whatever.
Yeah.
And then you had complete creative control. So you just did your thing. And it was so like
it was nice. And I love both dresses, but for a part of me feels like the one that happened a little bit more just in the moment.
We were quick with it.
Had a really, really high impact. When I saw the girl stopping you when we got there, I was like, oh, okay, y'all like this little 1-2?
It's a 1-2 to you because you've been doing it since this has been what?
Yeah.
13 years you've been in the studio. So it's like you throw it together, but it's the time and the experience and all of your own flair and taste. And like, even, for all my designers out there who are listening to this, less can be more sometimes. Joey is clean cut. Like, I know your style. Like, you like for things to be clean, simple, nice, but a lot of times less really is more. And it is like you're paying attention to the details. So that dress was just, I really feel like you should make a dress and like offer it just in stock.
To Yanni. Just give Yanni all the dresses first.
Please. I want to be the muse for life. I want to be the muse. If you get another one, I'll probably be like low key hating and like, hi, I guess.
No, you've been the muse for years, whether you know it or not.
You've had
high school. It's definitely been like the face. You just get it. Some people just get it, and you've always just got it.
Some people just vibe together, and and you've had so many models and beautiful women in your dresses. And if you guys, for a little bit of backstory, when I first started doing the Forbes agency, Joe was one of those people that really believed in my vision and really believed in what I was doing. And so we would work together. And the models, something that the Forbes agency does is give models the opportunity to portfolio build. But when they have a chance to do that with an actual designer that's like a career designer, like you are a creative entrepreneur, you have built your business on doing what you're passionate about. So for an aspiring model to come in and be able to have that, that's so affirming. And like, you feel cool. So it just really helps my business propel. And so we're friends, but we also can work together. You can't always work with your friends.
That is true. You also can't always ride with them.
But you cannot drive. Oh my God, y'all, he's throwing me under the bus. Well, we have fun in Houston, but y'all know Houston is a different, like, if you get on the interstate in Houston and you miss an exit, you're like 30 minutes to the trip. And
the tip is make sure that Yanni gets her coffee because our test. our friendship was definitely tested this weekend.
Okay.
So
I did get an attitude for 5 seconds.
About 5 minutes.
But you left me because you're a socialite and you have 30,000 people to see, which I didn't care about that. But I was hungry and I needed my coffee.
And guess what a coffee shop was?
I didn't know that the coffee shop was a 2-minute walk.
Not even that. 200 feet away.
A 30-second walk. I did apologize. I did apologize though. I'm cool to ride with. Besides, I just need to eat.
Stayed up the whole time. That was good.
We had fun.
Yeah, we listened to some podcasts.
We listened to some true crime podcasts. We celebrated our friend Mike's birthday. I felt like it was my birthday. Again, the dress, going back to the dress, but I feel like I'm a good person to ride with. I feel like you can't really drive because you were purposely missing exits. I feel like you were.
Okay, y'all, we being serious. So we're here to talk.
No, fashion. But this is what. Okay. But we went there. You made my dress. But anyway,
yes.
I think your creative process is so important because people are watching this, and if you're an aspiring designer, or really whatever it is that you do, you need to have a clear-cut vision of what you want. It doesn't matter what it is. And I think Joey is such a good example of staying true to yourself. And I mean, you've done dresses for celebrities. You got a long list of people that work with you because they know that it's going to be quality.
And you know, the real plus size is with women not always being able to find like their sizing in clothes, but you know, just the way all of companies design clothes in a generic state.
Yeah.
Mainly to save on pricing, you know. And that's why we have alteration shops with this and a third. But the great thing coming to me is I take all your custom measurements. Everything is made specifically for your size. I have no hangups. You can be a size 0 or I don't want to say.
Right. You could be plus size. You could be very slim.
Yes.
And that's important.
And I really do love that. Like I love that they can still feel normal, not like they have to go get it altered. Or every time they go buy a dress, they gotta take the waist in, or they gotta let something out. Women that's buying a size 18, yesterday had a lady who typically will wear a size 18 and have to get all her pants taken up to a 12 in the waist. And it's like, you know, coming to you, I can just get it custom, not have to feel like my hips are too big and my waist is too small. You know, everything is it's good. And you know, the same thing kind of go for models. When a lot of time when girls ask me, "Oh, well, do you do plus size?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't always post because they don't always take pictures."
Yeah.
But I accommodate everybody, and they want to ask about modeling. I'm like, "Yeah, of course, you can model all this," and I'm always taking, you know, an opportunity for someone to feel if I can be someone that makes it easier, make your dream come to
true, and feel beautiful.
Yeah, that's the great thing about the performance agency too. Like, you know, they get excited. I don't know if they admit it, but I think they get a little excited to work with the Joe Design Studio or whatever. And
absolutely,
I just love that you have all sizes. You know, there is a standard to it in modeling, strictly because, like, I think you told me before when designers started.
Yeah,
sample size. Sample size is usually one size because some designers can't afford to get 14 or 15 different pieces made to fit the models when it comes to like photo shoots and everything. Or if a girl gets sick and you need to get another model, you don't have to worry about the size. You know, everyone, this model sizes, you know. So if anyone ever gets turned around for being a model that's not industry standard or whatever the case may be, don't feel bad. Sometimes it's the design. The dress didn't fit or whatever the case may be.
That's so important. I'm so glad you brought that up because I think people get it misconstrued if a brand or maybe a designer is choosing to stick within that industry standard spectrum of like a size 2 or a 4. But where that originated from is when Fashion Week like first came out, people were sending their racks to the different cities and they needed to fit all of the models. And I think that we're in a time of influencers and content creation and people want to be seen and heard. But we also have to keep in mind it's about the fashion.
Yeah.
That's how it started. And as a model, you know, our place is to be a blank canvas to represent the fashion. So we're not there now everyone matters, but in the terms of the job, you want to be able to represent.
It's just like a resume. You have to have everything that particular job or
Is
designer is
looking
looking
for.
for. And if you don't have it, just go to the next one. There's nothing to really get too upset about. There's thousands of designers that can appeal to you.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of working in the creative space, is that this designer might not, pick you,
right now. But
or they might spin the block, they might come back. But that's so important. And I love that you said that about making women feel beautiful, because when you're working with the Forbes agency, I know what your style is. I know that you do prefer industry standard, but when you're running your business, it's not specifically about models. It's about women and the people and men and all of the people that come to you. You want them to feel like they're getting that luxury custom experience.
yes, absolutely. And I will also say this: there is a difference between a model and an influencer. You know, usually when I'm looking for a model, I am looking for that industry standard, because similar the models, the sample sizes are always usually one size. But as a designer, you have to pay per what they call scaling, which is every time you go up a size, it's a different price. They have to make a whole new pattern for that.
Mm-hmm.
So typically, we do have standard. I think I'm like a size 2'4" right now. I'm a little bit over like 0, but
Mm-hmm. You can throw it on the mannequin and then you can throw it on the model.
Exactly.
If that model isn't ready, another one can fit, and that takes the stress off of you.
Yes.
And it's not to exclude other
just
people.
Keep a lot of things are timed, and you just need to be able to move quickly. But as far as the influencer, that's more of a personality that sells, and there's also a lane for that as well. And you can be any size to do that, as long as you can sell the product. And listen, lately these influencers been showing up and showing out. We love our influencers. You've been reeling every day.
Joey, you're an influencer.
Every day she's been doing reels.
I'm really into my content creation era, because promoting my business, I'm so fired up about it. This relaunch, I'm so excited about it. And when I started the Forbes agency, I post 3 times a day. I'm doing photo shoots. I'm getting that content.
We know.
But
Times a day.
I took a break and came back, and Instagram is not post 3 photos a day.
No.
Y'all are doing reels. Y'all got me out here getting Instagram classes about how to do reels, because it's social media is really a game. But the good thing about influencers is they are capitalizing off of that.
Yeah.
These big companies are also capitalizing off of stuff. So why not the influencers be a part? And when it comes to models, it is an art form. And anyone who knows me knows how passionate I am about the agency and how I feel about the process. Modeling is not influencer, is not social media, is not popularity contest. When you hire a model, you are representing a brand, and you need to be a chameleon and be able to embody whatever energy that designer or company wants. And you want to be able to offer them something that influencers don't really do. Models are working on their poses, they're working on their posture, they're working on their poise. And that's something to be respected. Look at Naomi and Tyra and Candace and all of these people, Grace Jones. Like, these women are setting the standard, the industry standard. And so that's what I've always been in love with. And that's me, little Yanni, when I wanted to be a model, and I grew up in the South. So there really wasn't that market, but it's important. And again, it's not excluding anyone, but it's staying in my lane and knowing this is what I admire. This is what I like. And so I want other people that have a similar vision. And that's important. And Joey, you're a designer, so we get each other. We are similar. Joey has
And
judged
so we literally just
all my water signs out there, period. But it has been such a pleasure growing with you, creating. We cut up, we act a fool. You're a celebrity. Like I said, y'all, if y'all follow him, please follow Miss Forbes CEO, follow the Forbes agency. Yeah, and I just have had so much fun recording this. It's been a pleasure.
Excited to be here.